In this, we need to find out the total time taken by the ball before coming to rest. And here the ball is released from height h. Let us consider, students, t is the time taken by the ball in reaching the ground. And let us consider t1 is the time taken by the ball to fall from h1 to the ground. That is, after first collision, the ball rises to height h1. No? So let us consider time taken by the ball to go from ground to height h1 as t1. Then obviously in the return distance it will take the same time t1 again. Therefore guys, after first collision and before second collision, the time taken by the ball is nothing but 2t1. Means t1 is for going up and another t1 is for coming down. Therefore total time will be 2t1. Therefore students, listen carefully. In this situation, total time taken by the ball before coming to rest can be written as t plus 2t1, 2t2, 2t3 and so on. Here only t means because before first collision the ball is covering only h. But students, between first collision and second collision the ball is going up and coming down, means it is covering 2h1 distance. Similarly before third collision 2h2 distance and so on up to infinity, because guys here number of collisions cannot be countable. That's why we are taking infinity. Then guys, by keeping this journey in mind, we can write the total time as t plus 2t1 plus 2t2 plus 2t3 up to infinity. But listen guys, from the kinematic equations we know that h is equal to half gt square for freely falling body. Therefore you can write t is equal to 2h by g. So this is a formula I have applied to replace t1, t2, t3 with 2h1 by g, 2h2 by g and so on. Here t as 2h by g. Understood? And again students, in the concept class we have even studied that h1 is nothing but he square and h2 is nothing but he power 4, and you can even generalize this and finally you can write hn is equal to he power 2n. So utilize this concept and substitute over here. Then we will get the total time as 2h by g plus 2 under root 2h by g e square e power 4 plus e power 6 and so on up to infinity. Now see students, here in this situation 2h by g is common. So take out common. Therefore we are getting this series. Now students, in order to apply this S infinitive formula, because here we are getting sum of infinite terms students. So definitely to make it simplified, compulsory we need to use this formula. So just you adjust this simplification according to this formula. As a part of that here, I have written as 1 plus and 2 you have taken common. So therefore here I got the series, sum of infinity series, where we can apply this formula. Now in this guys, if you apply the formula S infinity, you are going to get first term as 1 by common ratio as e by 1 or e square by e, again e. Therefore 1 minus e. So S infinity is going to be for this situation as 1 by 1 minus e. So substitute here and simplify guys. So finally you are going to get total time taken by the ball in this phenomena before coming to rest as under root 2h by g into 1 plus e by 1 minus e. That's it.